Welcome to another episode of the Bacchanal Podcast. I'm your host, Akil, joined by my cuz K to the C from the T dot.
What's good?
Dot. Lots of dots.
Screwface capital, baby. What's popping?
How's your week going, sir?
My week is going good, man. Gotta keep grinding. The week just started, though, so, you know.
You're right.
It's been all right, but what I've been dealing with, though, I have been playing this Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I'm impressed. At the same time, I'm like, come on, man. You could have given me a little more for
lazy,
that full
man.
price,
They're lazy as hell. They're lazy.
I was like, I love these games, and I finally got Sunshine, Mario Sunshine on the collection, so I could finally play that. But I wanted a little bit more. I didn't want a little soundtrack I could have got from YouTube for free. You know what I mean? So,
Sunshine's kind of like, the controls are weird to me, like how they shoot.
It's taking getting used to. I'm not used to it at all.
I'm not used to it at all either.
I never played it before. This is the first time I'm playing it. Right now I'm sticking to 64. I played just a touch of each.
And then that's lazy too. They're like, we're gonna just make it a little lighter. They didn't even give you like full screen. They gave you like this little tiny. No, they didn't give you widescreen. They gave you full screen.
It's not 16 by. It's not 16 by 9. It's 4 by 3. But the thing is, they could have revamped the game. Like they did
made though before on the 3DS. Give me that copy.
They could have made it really 3D. Like I know it's really 3D, but they could have made it modern 3D in the same blueprint. Use the same blueprint. Get the camera guy out of there with the all that.
Lazy.
Get rid of that and just make it a 3D game and make it just a touch smoother, more modern smooth. You know what I mean? And the only thing they updated was like the writing. Like instead of it saying like press top, like the red button or the green button or the upper, you know what I mean? Now it's just ZR or whatever. So they just touched it up real quick and threw it up.
Lazy.
For Mario, man, it kind of deserves better. I get Luigi getting this treatment.
It was like Mario, the developer was on the couch like farting and they poked him. He's like, huh? And they're like, hey, we need you to release this new copy. Word. And he just hit update. No, he just hit upload and uploaded the same old shit and sold it.
Yeah, he just didn't do his. This is Tariq's professor, man. He just just word for word. He just took it. He was like, all right, done. I was like, come on, man, this is Mario.
Lazy,
this is the big guy. Yeah, but I'm glad I finally got the games here to play. It's only like 4 gigs, so you know there ain't nothing in this.
You did download? You didn't buy it?
I downloaded it. No, I downloaded it.
I don't trust that because they said it's going to disappear from the eShop.
Fuck that.
So let's say your downloaded copy gets corrupted and you're
run
like,
it, Mr. Nintendo. Come outside and run it.
Let me try to re-download it, and the eShop's like, nah, bro, you good.
Nah, that ain't happening. I tell you, I'm knocking Mr. Nintendo's door and shaking him up.
They said after March, that shit is disappearing from life, man. That's why I got physical.
The next one that's disappearing too, that's pretty fun. I don't know if you played it. It's Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary, the Battle Royale game.
Okay, yeah, I downloaded it.
It's free. It's free if you got the yeah, that's great. That's a fun time. Needs a little more to it, but it's still a good game. It's I didn't ask for it. It just popped up on the thing, you know, so I'm happy with that. It's a good time. It's like the Tetris that came out last year.
Yeah, that's what I heard so far. So that's good. So,
all in all, I've been enjoying the Mario games. They're doing an okay job. But damn, man.
Galaxy feels weird too, man.
Could have gave me more.
Galaxy feels weird.
I haven't touched Galaxy yet.
Man,
I'm not ready.
It don't feel right.
Man's ain't ready for that yet, yo.
Because it's built for a Wiimote, and it's like they're like touch your touchscreen. I'm like, I ain't touching
you got the Joy-Cons though.
I do, but it's just don't feel right.
I'm not ready. I know if I play Galaxy, I'm only gonna play Galaxy. I want to at least go through the other two before I just straight like leave those to the wayside.
They had enough gigs to put Galaxy 2 on there, Casey.
They had more than enough space.
Lazy ass.
All he had to do was grab this folder here and drag and drop with his lazy ass.
You know who developed this? The guy at Pacific Mall that allegedly modded my Xbox, who was lazy, and I had to beg him just to dust my console.
Yeah.
He's like, really?
Man was eating some wontons over your Xbox, like, you'll be done soon, come back. And you're like, no, we sitting right here. I'm like, no, we're not leaving. I know if I walk away from you, you're not finishing for 2 days.
Hell nah.
Done, bro. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What you been dealing with? What you been watching? What you been viewing?
This damn debate. Old White Man 1 versus Old White Man 2.
No, you stole more. No, you stole more, bro.
I liked when the one they start arguing and like Biden's like, I'm more suburban than you.
I take better care of my black people. No, I do. I love the blacks. No, I love the blacks.
This whole like 2020 drama is just all over the place. And then Trump gets COVID, and then he like comes. He got COVID. They said since the Wednesday, and then checked himself in the Friday, checked himself out the Sunday, started driving around, hitting up the Proud Boys, letting the squad know.
Nah, man, it's madness. Y'all Americans are crazy, man.
This is how I knew.
I've ever seen in my life.
This is how I knew Trump was reckless. When he went raw and Stormy Daniels, I said, this man fears nothing.
Yeah.
When you can raw dog a porn star, nothing can stop you, boy. He puts the T in STD.
He's all the way up.
Sexual Trump diseases. You didn't know?
Yo, man, Trump is a disease, yo. Honestly, this is madness. I'm not giving him no more attention on my platform. The man's a madman.
They're like Christian values. I was like, this man raw dogged a porn star while his wife was giving birth. Savage, son. This Trump movie's gonna be fire though. 10 years from now, when they make a movie,
savage. Who's gonna play Trump? What are you saying?
I said with like 10 years from now, when they make that movie, it's gonna be amazing though.
Yeah, we ain't making it to that movie, man.
We're gonna make it to that movie, man.
We're gonna be in Mad Max because of these people.
No,
that's the movie we're gonna be in. It's gonna be Mad Max.
Black people, buy your guns, man. Buy your guns, buy your ammo. There's a shortage of ammo right now.
Get your education. You don't have to be in a school to be reading a book.
Buy your guns. Casey says buy a book.
Buy
both. A gun too.
Get both, man.
Buy books.
You have guns. 2 hands. You have 2 hands. One for this, one for this.
Buy your guns. You have
guns
the right
and
to
roses.
Bear arms.
Yeah.
Buy your ammunition. They sell.
Learn
everywhere.
how to use it properly.
You can go to Walmart and buy ammunition. Go everywhere.
Learn how to make that shit. Mexico, they be making them things, don't they?
Man, get the 3D printer.
With the little presser.
Anything.
Yeah, man. Press them.
Allegedly. Let me stop.
Press them things out. So what are we talking about today, man?
We got Lovecraft Country. We got to talk about. We got The Boys.
Yes.
What else you got on your agenda, sir?
That's about it. I think that's good for today. We might have to hit them with a quick extra episode later this week.
Yes, because Casey didn't see Vampires versus the Bronx yet.
Yes. I watched Silence of the Lambs instead.
Why?
Five Beans. I haven't seen that since. Vibe? I haven't seen it. Yeah, it's new on Netflix, and I haven't seen that movie since it came out in VHS back in the 90s. So I was like, oh shit, this is back. It's at Halloween time. It's at October. So
we don't need to watch that, man. That's gonna give somebody some ideas. Like, hey, I'm about to kidnap her.
Nah, man. Honestly, he deserves his props. He's been reading people before all these people been saying reading you and doing this and calling people. He looks people in their face and he calls them for who they are. He's the original reader, if you know what I mean. You know how people be saying that now? Like, she read her and all this type of. He's the original guy. Someone comes close to the glass, he's like, oh, you look like you're an old, poor Georgia girl coming out. And he just got her like, bam. He never met
with
her.
The shade.
Hannibal's just in their heads. I was like, yo, this guy's the god of the read. This guy is God Reed. He killed it. But no, the movie lived up, man. It's still ill. It's still ill movie,
lives
man.
up.
Psychological thriller. It's still probably the best one I've seen in a minute.
You know, I never watch all of The Shining. I always watch like fragments of it.
It's better. The book's better. Book's much better. But the Shining's a good movie. It was a good movie, but now I don't know if it still lives up. Like,
I like Dr. Sleep still, man. I go back and watch Dr. Sleep still.
I still haven't seen that, man. I still ain't
seen. You ever seen Dr. Sleep?
Nah,
it's long. Yeah. Man, you got set aside like 2.5 hours, but it's good.
Golly,
the story progressively. It's on HBO Max.
Okay, that ain't in Canada, but all right. I'll have to roll something on. You know what I mean?
No, you just get a little VPN. You know, become American for an hour or two.
Yes. These VPNs be stealing our data and selling it to brands to make money off of us while we're paying.
Everything steals your data.
No.
Everybody wants to know what you put in your mouth or in your cookalooks.
Exactly.
They want all that data.
I can't even talk. If I talk about skiing a lot, if I say I want to get some skis, you know, I like.
You go
skis.
on Facebook, you're gonna see some skis on your damn.
Some random stuff. I want a head massager from Amazon. You know, head massagers look pretty good. All of a sudden, I'll start seeing head massagers on Instagram. I'm testing the algorithms right now because if I see it,
I've been seeing guns posting up on mine to like, you trying to shoot.
So it's straight reading your mind.
Savage mind of Akil. So what we're gonna get into first, the boys.
Yeah, let's get into the boys, man. But before that, let me let everybody know where they could reach us if they want to mess with us business-wise. Get on our Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Our email is thebacchanalsquad@gmail.com. Our Instagram and Twitter is _Bacchanal. Our Facebook is the Bacchanal fan page. Bacchanal spelled BACCHANAL. So mess with us on any of those. And for podcasting, we're on all platforms. Just search the Bacchanal in Google. You'll find us. We're on YouTube also. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's get into this. Let's get started.
I think I came up with my new rap name, Casey.
What's that?
Instead of Roscoe Dash, I'm gonna be Roscoe Stash.
Oh,
and
Lord.
all my images are gonna be just Stash right here, the porn stash.
Take it easy on them, Akil.
I don't think they're ready though.
You're a married man.
No, I was listening to a Legal Opinion. Shout out to y'all. They said that you know, they were talking about us. They said, "Yo, Casey keeps that show on the rails, man, because Akil's a madman."
Now we both do our thing, man. They be trying to divide and conquer. You ain't doing that to us, man. They be trying to divide.
Like Casey, they're like Akil is the Joker of the group, just trying to create chaos and
I'm
madness.
Batman, just up at night waiting for a bat signal.
So yeah, you're Batman. I guess I'm Joker, man. Love my guns and my knife.
Hey, Legal Opinion shout out, man. Check out our last couple of podcasts back. We did a combination episode, and that was monumental. Something special, you know what I mean? So
it felt
that
good.
Out. Yeah, it felt great. That was great. These guys are great comedians, man. They're fucking hilarious.
Let's get to this boys review. Them boys,
them kidnappers. What do you guys call it in the States when like a person takes the Amber Alert? You guys got that in the States?
Yeah, we have Amber Alert. And I never understand when they text me.
Is there an Amber Alert for a superhero? Like,
because they be texting me, I'm like, do you want me to suit up and fight crime? I'm like they'll text you at like 1 a.m. like, hey, somebody. I'm like, I'm not a superhero. What the hell you want me to? I'll try.
My thing is like they bypass everything. I'd be putting the thing on vibrate, on silent. This thing still rings off like a machine gun. I'm like, yo, what the hell? How come I bought this damn phone and I don't have that kind of access to do that shit?
Because human trafficking is big. Like right where I live is big, man. Like right by the gas station.
But it is important to know. Like, what if you're buying, I don't know, cigarettes or something at nighttime and you happen to see the car when the Amber Alert goes off? At least you could be like, yo, or you look out your window and you see the car parked.
But what if I accidentally racially profile somebody? What if it's an Amber Alert for an Asian woman and then I think that Asian woman's a lady that's in front of me and I call and I get all these people involved and they're like, no, that's not her. Sir, you're racist. Look at me, Casey. Now it's on me.
Do you know how much that must actually happen though? Like once somebody sees the Amber Alert, they're like, that's it.
That's her right now. See it. Called
like
her
nothing to do with the description. They're just like, got him.
They're like, skin is black. They're like, there she is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it's better than nothing. It's better than what was happening.
Yeah, you're right.
Man. Somebody could fly all the way from Mississauga all the way down to Montreal. If that thing wasn't happening, at least we could cut them off on the one highway we have. They got to take a back road. Ain't the case in America.
Somebody's gonna be hiding in a damn cabin or some shit, man.
Yeah, but we saw a lot of situations in this episode where it was kidnappings. So we want to do a quick little review and then get into spoilers after.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk I'm gonna talk a little bit about the comic books because this show went off the rails a while ago. But
what episode number was this? I
want to say, is it 7?
7
or 8?
So it's got about 10 episodes, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, good. Because I'm loving this show, man.
Butcher's a piece of shit, man. Hey. His dad is too.
Who?
And also, look, during that scene, they're outside. It's clearly Toronto. They're in the Toronto balcony. It looks like the balcony where that chair girl threw that chair. It looked like it was in that area. I was like, it is Toronto.
That balcony was trash. The balcony was so bare. It looked like they just threw a chair. They grabbed a chair from downstairs. Like, yo,
they even look. It was probably in Scarborough. Where's Tory Lanez at?
Tory Lanez? He's in New York right now. Or Miami.
Oh, he's not in Scarborough?
Nah, man, he's in your areas. He's coming to North Carolina.
Just the hell he is not.
Hell he is. About to act stupid again.
I don't need that energy. Keep that in Canada.
Nah, he's not even coming back here. He's loving his life.
But
I don't know what's going on with Tory Lanez, but we'll get into that later.
Yes, we will. But yeah, that scene was clearly in Toronto. I was just like, I know there.
No,
I was like, I think I was drunk over in that area before.
Yeah,
that balcony was trash.
I could see a tight ass condo for an overpriced tight ass condo. When I see it, I know one. You know, so $800,000.
So what did we get from this episode? We got the reveal of Black Noir's face.
Did we?
Black. Yeah, no, they showed the face. That was a black.
So I guess we're getting straight into spoilers because I want to say this episode was great. This was about daddy issues to me. It was about like the butcher's father's relationship with him and what's his name? The main superhero. You know I shit with names, but I'm good with the metaphors. Starlight's relationship. Even the main Superman guy. I can't remember his name. Homelander and the way his dad treated him. We got that. That was a good like parallel also. So it was like father son dad issues that never got resolved.
Homelander like them old women, man.
Homelander? Yeah, he
knocking the dust off Stormfront.
Yeah, he never had no mom. His dad basically just gave him love till he was six years old, and then
he's R. Kelly.
Put on the war.
That's R. Kelly's backstory right there.
But they're doing a good job of building up his character, like of why he is the way he is, and I feel like they're doing that for a reason. I feel like someone's gonna just knock his head off, and we're all gonna be like, "Holy shit, he's that guy too!" You know what I mean? Like, so it's like they're making us want to love this guy who we're supposed to hate, and then something's gonna happen, and then Butcher's gonna be like, "You son of a bitch, you."
I want to see more of Mother's Milk. I want them to go into the whole backstory of Mother's Milk. I hope they go the route of the comics, which is really dark. I'm not gonna touch on that, but it's dark, and I hope they go there. Yeah, and I don't think they are. I still feel like he's support.
But with the father-son problems, the dude who's like the Green Lantern, it even has him, how he's just a destroyed guy who just wanted to make his dad proud.
He just wanted to watch porn, man.
That was weird with all the different pornos that he was trying to watch. That's some weird stuff.
He watched porn. It was all porn parodies of characters from the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of them aren't in the show. Like there was one guy, I think
the bald
his name
dude
was like Jupiter Man.
Yeah. He's in the comic book?
Yeah, he's in the comic, and they replaced him with Translucent in the show because Translucent's not a real person.
Oh, okay. Well, works. Translucent was great for the little part he was in.
Homeboy was about to get banged out, man.
Looked like he was about to see God come back. I don't know. He was going on a journey, which I do not want to explore. But yeah, no, I saw a lot of daddy-son problems with a lot of the characters, and people losing hope completely, which was dope. And then, but finding hope in other people, like the main character, the
Starlight and Huey.
Starlight and Huey. She like looked like she lost hope in everybody, but then Huey, who's like the guy who you'd never think is the hero, comes and like actually saves her.
When he showed up, it seemed like she's like, "Why are you here?"
That's what you got from it.
That's what I got from it, because she was happy to see her mom. And she was like, "Oh, you're here too."
I was surprised the mom wasn't like,
"Casey, are you really showing your OVO hat? Is that brand endorsement?"
Oh yeah.
It looks like you're like
Chelsea elusive one.
While the listeners are watching.
Chelsea future.
Out of nowhere, I just see the damn owl.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Like, that shit looked like some brand endorsement. Like that's
the YouTube and check your thing, you know?
Casey.
Yeah,
I'll take a hat. You guys send me a hat. I've been told my forehead is shiny. I've been told the forehead's shiny, so I'll take a hat. Let's continue our review.
This was good. It was a great episode as usual, as per usual, man. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's something I could actually go back and watch again. So, it says a lot about a show when you can go back and watch it again. And I'm glad we have multiple shows like that now. You know, so
and Black Noir has a nut allergy that we learned about.
Yes, and do you think he's actually a black guy?
It's a black guy in the costume. There's an actual black actor.
Yeah.
And the face looks bun up. Comic book. Let's hit spoiler warning real quick.
We been spoiling. People done rolled their car over saying, these motherfuckers. But I told already.
So what they did by showing half of his face was a nod to the comic saying, hey, we're not going that route. We're going to do something different. And by them showing that face, that's what they did. Because in the comics, the big reveal under Black Noir is he has the same face as Homelander. And a lot of the stuff that Homelander was doing wasn't really Homelander. It was actually Black Noir. But by them doing the reveal so early, they're saying, nope, We're not going that route.
I'm figuring they're throwing people off. That's
I don't think they're going that route, man.
I feel like they used to do, like, Homelander thought that he had it bad. He had it worse because they did all kinds of tests on him, and then they let Homelander live a life in the sun. But dude, Black Noir was like getting burned, getting all kinds of stuff to see what his clone could go through, and then they put the clone out there. That's why he looked so dark, and if you see his skin, it looked like Freddy Krueger, kind of like mashup.
Yeah, it looked like Spawn.
Yeah, so like I feel like he's gonna like just knock Homelander's head right off, while the Butcher's like, you know what, I was starting to like that guy.
I think now Black Noir has some type of relation with the guy that they brought in from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
maybe his son or something. I think they're going somewhere. I think they're going somewhere completely.
That's a good one. Yeah, I could see that.
And I think he's.
See, I don't know the comics, so I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be a son or something. I don't think they're going the same route because in this show it seems like they established that Homelander's doing these heinous acts. It's not. He's self-aware. It's not in the comics. It was always like, I don't remember raping that girl. I don't remember doing this. And the big reveal was it was Black Noir. This show, he knows he's doing that shit.
Sorry,
he knows he's doing that, Casey. Mm-hmm. He knows he's doing these heinous acts.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, fuck it.
The themes of this show to me is each episode is different layers of people not being who they truly want to be. And this show is about be who you are. Like, just be yourself. Like, so I think there's going to be a time when the hero that we were just talking about, the villain guy, actually comes around and he's showing who he is truly. And that's when everybody says, okay, we got the most powerful guy on our team. And then, bam, his head gets knocked off. And then it's like, oh my God. And then we get the big reveal. But I don't know. I think what I'm saying is parallel to the theme of the show. I don't know what the comic book is, but we can't just have cheap surprises all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. I feel like the head
explosions him being a son,
cheap surprises.
The son with the thing, it's a good one, but I don't know. I do like that though. I could see the TV show doing that. But yeah, why would they put him in? And what's the relationship with Stormfront? That's her name?
Yep. Stormfront's completely different from the comics.
Yeah, so what's the relationship? Stormfront's been there from the get-go. Before the whole
exactly. I think there's
her relationship with him, right?
And if he was truly black, wouldn't she know about who Black Noir is since she's been around? That's what I was thinking.
He's burnt up, and then they got the real test, the one that was the true, like the one that they could show off. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
But in the comics, Black Noir's whole existence is to keep Homelander in check, to make sure he's like, kind of like how Batman keeps Superman in check. That's Black Noir's role. But he doesn't really do that in this show.
Well, he didn't have to yet, right? I think in the next couple episodes
he should have had to already. He's rallying the troops pretty much. He's a white supremacist. They showed you what I liked. I liked the parallel that what they showed with Stormfront's speech and how it basically militarized this group of people, kind of like what we see in real life with Trump.
Yeah, the parallels with real life. Yeah, the intro was amazing.
I was like, that's great.
The intro was amazing to this episode. Honestly, I was watching this, so I was like, oh my God, like this is so many people that we see around all the time nowadays. This generation of people that are easily influenced by anything that
incels
boss them up in their head. Like, yeah, a family of mine was saying, oh, it's Trump's fault for this and that. I'm like, yo, if Trump wasn't here, it'd be the next dude who's influencing these people. You know, like they're going to be around for all the time. You just got to keep striving for excellence and moving forward and upwards, you know? So, but yeah, no, this episode was amazing. They're killing it every time. This introduction showing the eyes just glare past the grocery store owner. And then this guy just completely just changing to how he feels about him was powerful stuff, man. For a comic,
did that guy even have powers, or was he just tripping balls? Yeah,
he's just tripping balls. He's just paranoid. just like you see a person and you're like, oh, they're black, they're bad. It's like, no, it's just he's a person. Like it's just. But these people tell you, oh, these are bad Indians. Watch out for Asians. Watch out, and then they start thinking, oh my God, yeah, I gotta watch out for that, and then they make a problem.
Get my weapons.
Yeah, so it's a powerful episode. It's amazing that they're so parallel with what's happening right now. Like you'd think like this is something.
Too on the nose, too, Casey.
Yeah, this is something you would expect to see like maybe 3 years from now. You know what I mean? In television media. But this is like happening right now. Literally, we're seeing the memes and we're seeing people be on each side of put the line in the sand when there's no real line or nothing to be there for. And yeah, it's happening. So hopefully this wakes up some people
because
to watch this and be
really,
like, yo, they're manipulating me.
What really struck with me was that we literally just watched the debate where Trump saying, stand by and stay ready or whatever the bullshit quote was that he said. And then this episode was like parallels to that type of rhetoric. And I was like, damn, the Boys was ahead of its time. They filmed this months ago. They didn't know he was going to say that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's a messed up thing. Jesus. But this episode was stellar. It was amazing just because of those parallels alone took it to another level for me. I don't know about you. How do you feel about it?
It's good, man. But
yeah,
I think I'm ready to move on to our next topic.
Let's get to it, man.
That shit was fucking amazing to me. Was Lovecraft Country, episode 8.
Ooh.
Jigga boo 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 boo.
So we're gonna just get straight into spoilers, or do you want to have a quick conversation about how you felt about it? How you feel?
It's kind of hard to discuss all the different parallels and things going on without spoilers. So
okay, let's just hopefully people watched it.
Yes, if you didn't watch the episode, stop the podcast here. If you did watch episode 8, jump onto this journey with Gregory, Akil Goddard, and KC Branker as we blow the doors open on this episode because I did my research.
And I got some questions too, so
let's do this. All right, so the episode opens up with the death of Emmett Till, who they showed previously in episode 2.
Yep, and they spoke about him in episode 6, I think.
Yep, and then it's one of the hottest days of the summer, and if you're not familiar with the Emmett Till trial, he was brutally beaten and murdered, and then the mom wanted to open casket for everybody to see the brutality of white supremacy and what they did to her child.
Exactly.
Now, with it being one of the hottest days of the summer, and it's an open casket, you can imagine the smells. It's hot, and you got like a rotten corpse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why everybody's just sick, and you see people like coming outside throwing up.
Yeah. And
then Letty's character, she's pregnant, so she's like, "Oh hell no, I can't be around all these smells."
Yeah. Man.
That opening scene alone is just like, damn, that's rough. Because you saw the character, and they're playing on the Ouija board, and he was asking how his trip was gonna go, and it was like bad.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man.
He's like, I had high hopes.
I wouldn't have went, man. I wouldn't have went. That Ouija board told me, bad. I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going nowhere.
Should have stayed in that house.
So much going on. We have
gotta live your life though, man. I don't know. It's a tough thing.
Man, Ouija board told me not to go. I'm not going.
Not to go on the trip, yeah, I guess not. But yeah.
I'm Trinidadian, man. We supernatural, man.
Yeah, but those kids don't travel. They like, who knows? Has he even traveled before? You know what I mean? Like that could have been a big deal for him, a big monumental moment for him as a kid. 13-year-old kid.
I know, man. Talking about
he whistled. He
didn't even whistle.
No,
the woman lied.
He just looked at her. They felt a ways because the little kid got a little smile back. That's probably all it was. He made eye contact and she was like, "Oh, okay, nice little cute kid." And then like, "Man, fuck this nigga, man. No. Niggas don't took my wife. They don't took my job." You know
Everybody gonna have sex with my sister. It's gonna be me.
Exactly. Poor kid, man. He's probably excited to go on his first field trip.
Exactly. Man. Sons of bitches, man. Yeah. And she never went to jail or nothing.
Nope.
So that's the backdrop of this episode. And then a lot of this episode is of course we have, let me pull up the characters' names. His is that his niece? No, or is his cousin?
His cousin. I think they were family friends. I think they're all family because they're all just like everybody knew each other because they're all in the same.
Because that's his uncle George, his kid. So technically, she's his sister.
Who?
The little girl.
She's whose sister?
She's Atticus's sister.
Oh yeah. They're brother and sister. I thought you were talking about Emmett Till still.
No. I'm talking about Atticus. So
they're brother and sister technically, but they didn't reveal it yet in the show. I don't think. I don't know. I didn't read the book, so I don't know about that either. But
it's pretty sure. Like okay. So he has a conversation.
It was like this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was straight on the nose. So yeah.
So things I liked about this episode. I liked the conversation he had with his dad. His dad basically like comes like forward, tells him about sexuality.
Yeah.
Tells him about him and his mom had the arrangement. And I think from there, he puts 2 and 2 together that that's not really his dad.
I think he's still slow.
He's not that slow, Casey, because when he gets that Lovecraft country book from the future, his son's name is George, who's his uncle that died, who's allegedly his dad. Boom. I know this.
Well, hopefully he realized it. He's a smart guy, but I just think when it comes to emotional strength and emotional intellectuality, he's not all the way there. He kind of like, he does a great job emitting that in acting. Like you could see it in his face. He can't handle emotional problems, you know, like in this episode when the girl from Korea came, he was just like, we done, baby, you know, like he didn't know how to be like, okay, no, like I got a relationship now, we broke up. He could have been a very adult about that, but he just chose to that rage that he learned from his uncle, his father, you know what I mean? It's passed down to him, unfortunately. He can't emotionally like communicate himself properly, not yet.
You know how I knew a Korean woman was at his house? I was like, is either Trinidadian or Korean, because she left her shoes outside the door.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is a regular thing.
I saw the shoes outside. I was like, hey, you got a West Indian or a Korean over at the house?
I was like, you Americans are too nasty. I'll go up in your bedroom with your shoes on. What kind of nastiness is this? This is how you're supposed to do it. Like, put the damn slippers on. I got slippers on right now. Put the damn indoor slippers on, you know? It's not that hard. Like, y'all going inside your house with your damn shoes on? That's some nastiness. But yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, when I saw the shoes outside, I was like, that Korean woman's in town.
Yeah. She didn't have a big as a part as I thought she was going to have in this episode.
She's not even in the book. It seems like they don't know what to do with her. She's just like, that could have been a phone call. Her conversation was like, hey.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, why are you here?
Yeah, that was
phone call.
That was an expensive message. She flew all the way out there.
Exactly. What's she expecting?
In the last episode, she was struggling to make food for the winter. And she got money for flights.
And she knows English and everything now. It's been, what, a year?
Yeah, that was craziness. I was like, this is not the usual consistency that Lovecraft would have.
Exactly.
Like,
that's
the one for a dramatic effect, and it was kind of cheap, but I let it slide because it shows at such a high level of giving me stuff. Like
that was the one thing that made me go. I was like, please don't hit me with no CW love triangle bullshit. I don't need that, man.
Yeah, and he's clearly not. He's not conducting himself properly, like to communicate. Like, yo, we broke up when I saw all these tails try to kill me. Like, we're done. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That was madness.
I like the relationship with Ruby Baptiste and I don't even know if to say Christina or what's the guy's name, William, because that I don't know. It's interesting. It's weird and it's interesting.
It gives a good dynamic because she's like, I was so let down by her character in that moment when she put the serum in to become white because she didn't want to. She felt she was a monster because she was black. Because I was like, come on, man, this is not the way. She's using it as escapism, like an alcoholic or a drug addict, you know? So I guess in the book, maybe she's addicted to that shit.
She's addicted to like a crackhead.
Okay, because like they jump to it like she's an addict, like it's alcohol, like to her, like it's alcoholism. That's how I saw it in the show.
Yeah,
so I was like,
they portrayed it well then.
Okay, so because she felt emotions and she jumped to escapism, you know what I mean? So like, that's why I saw it as alcoholism or a drug problem. So they did it well, but it hurt me. You know, to see her do that, I was like, come on, man. You're one of the best looking girls in the show. Like, honestly, like, and you just go and do that. I was like, come on, man.
She's like, she's like, these black cheeks ain't clapping. These pasty white ones will, though.
Yeah. That guy beat the skin off of her. Holy, literally.
And the thing is, like, why is her potion so raggedy that it lasts for like 5 hours?
But then the other one's good.
Yeah, the whole girl, she's a white man for like 2 days. I want her potion, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'll redo my credit, all that stuff. Redo my home loans.
That was had a lot of powerful scenes in this, especially when she was like, okay, so you know what happened. You know why I'm sad. How do you feel about it? Like, do you care? She's like, I know what happened. It's like, well, do you care? You know, and they had a good back and forth. That was a great scene.
But later on, it seemed like they were trying to do an epiphany with that character because she like reenacts the Emmett Till beating on herself. Like they beat the brakes over her. And then she comes out and she's crying. And I was like, oh, okay, now she knows the black struggle. But no, then that crazy heifer starts giggling like the Joker. I was like, oh, Lord. It's like it almost resonated with her. And she's like, nah, fuck that. I got to keep being ratchet in these streets.
Now, I think the television show did that to make viewers of a different race or viewers who aren't empathetic to the situation of Emmett Till to see that, and for it to be hard to watch, and for them to feel what it felt like for everybody who's human to see or hear the news of Emmett Till.
Yeah, because they're like, how dare they do that to a white woman?
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of people are watching. I'm like, I can't watch this. This is disturbing. It's like, good. Hope it disturbs you, because
that's the whole point.
This happened to a 12, 13-year-old kid. Like, how do you feel now? You know what I mean? So it's like, so I felt that. I felt it was a very powerful message, but they still had to, you know, do the TV show type of thing to get back to something.
Yeah,
you know,
she might as well could like twirled her mustache when she started giggling at the end.
I think she was giggling because she's like, I felt something. I thought that's how I took it.
That was some villainous.
I just felt like she felt good because she actually felt something inside, like, because she hasn't felt nothing for nobody except for this stupid bullshit that her family's been wasting money on this whole time, instead of helping people in projects or helping people, you know, around their area to be better.
Now the star of this episode,
Whitey on the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The star of this episode was his cousin sister.
Sounds like some redneck shit.
It's sort of like uncle, daddy, cousin, sister.
I'm expecting the two main characters to be family somehow.
Yeah, they have to be, man.
I don't know about the book or nothing, but the way they're like, oh, it's in your family, and then they go to the sister. It's like, wait, she's related to him. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I don't know. I'm expecting
in the book they didn't have all this uncle daddy drama.
I'm expecting some Game of Thrones shit to happen just now.
Yeah. So with his cousin sister, she gets the curse put on her. The cop literally spits on her forehead.
Look like
the big old wob. And I knew something was fishy was gonna happen because you see those two black girls and they have that vanilla ice cream. If you go back to Jim Crow, black people weren't allowed to even eat vanilla ice cream back then. We weren't allowed to have nothing white in our mouth, man. Like, what? Niggas better eat chocolate. So the fact that those two girls were eating vanilla, I was like, all right, that's not real. That's something weird's about to happen. That's why I knew some type of magical force was coming once I saw them two girls.
Yeah, I felt scared for her, man, honestly, watching this, because I felt bad for her because her dad's gone. We don't know where he's at yet. I'm sure he's coming back. And her mom is like traveling through the cosmos, and
she's out here with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this poor girl, man. She lost one of her close friends. It's like, oh my God. And now she got some friggin' Viking warrior spirit chasing after her as two black kids. You know, like, I don't know which white witchcraft they were doing on her, but oh man, come on, man.
So what they did was they took like the Jigga character, the watermelon eating, like COON looking characters that you see on the cover of Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That's that book. That was that book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. What the hell that book was? Okay.
Oh, so yeah, Uncle Tom's Cabin is like a like anti-Civil War tale. It's about a slave that was, like, people use the term Uncle Tom, but they use it incorrectly because Uncle Tom was actually like scheming and like trying to, like, he was like helping the slaves and stuff. But people use it in the terminology of, nah, you doing wrong, you Uncle Tom. And that shows me right there that people don't read.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you read Uncle Tom's Cabin, you'll know that Uncle Tom's actually the hero of the book.
Damn. Martin Luther King, he went through it with the people in America also when he was trying to help. A lot of people were like, "Oh, this guy's trying to do some bullshit."
It's always like that. It's always it's always you're full of bullshit, and then when you die, they're like, "This man was a legend."
Yeah, exactly. Can't even have a mustache like him. They'll call you porn stash and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
damn right. Have the Martin. Because what Muhammad Ali all them years, he's a trap, it's a dodger, he's lazy, he didn't want to go to war. And then when he died, that man was a civil rights legend.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So regardless of what you do, there's going to be haters. Yep. That's my take on Uncle Tom's Cabin.
So this book was basically Jigaboo? Is that what you're calling it?
No, Uncle Tom's Cabin's name.
That's the book, and the cover was the white girl and the girl.
So like the picture that they showed you is like they show you a lot of imagery throughout the episode. Like they show you like the cream of wheat guy. They show you like Aunt Jemima. So these are always like black figures that are just seen as like less than. They're like shucking and jiving. Yeah, that's why they're doing all that dancing and stuff. So if you type in like Sambo or like watermelon eating, that's the type of imagery that they had. It's like that negative imagery of just black people just dancing and shucking and jiving. That's why those two characters are doing that. But they also had like characteristics of Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
And they also have that homage to Freddy Krueger later on in the episode where they show you those the three girls with the jump rope. And even I was like, okay, that's a nod to Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's my man, yo. Freddy's the man, yo. That's the homie right there.
So that's why I really like this episode, because I got Freddy vibes the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. It was friggin' dope. Even when she was riding on the bike trying to get away, and all the adults were like, "What's going on? Get away from me!" You know, that's Freddy. All the adults can believe it.
I'm gonna do a quick share screen. So if you type in Sambo, this is basically the creatures that were following her.
Okay, so on our YouTube you could see this, but for the podcast listeners, he's showing us an image of a woman. She got like, they made her eyes like extra bugged out looking, and she just looks extra. She looks over the top, like her hair just mash up. Like, nah, man, this is disrespect. This is a disrespect thing right here, man.
Yeah, you see black people on the with monkeys crawling.
Disrespecting. I can't even play Diddy Kong fucking racing. Not the same because of these type of motherfuckers making this dumb shit.
Diddy Kong ate the
I couldn't even get Donkey Kong Country when I was little. My dad wouldn't buy it for me. He's like, you see this that same shit they be trying to do to us? I'm like, no, it's not that.
So yeah, that goes back to the imagery, like with the Aunt Jemima that they showed you later on. All that ties back to that.
Disrespectful, man. Why? What's with the hate? Like, why?
So, I don't know. It's been going on for years, man.
Yeah.
And we still asking for our lives to matter, and like, no.
Gotta stop asking.
And then if you try to just take it, and then show some type of like anger towards it. Look at them being monsters.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So throughout this episode,
weaponry and multiplication.
There you go. So throughout this episode, she's pursued by these two Sambo-like characters.
Yeah.
That song, that "Let Me In" song, that's classic Jordan Peele right there. When you take an old classic,
it felt like a Jordan Peele. It felt like a Jordan Peele doing Freddy Krueger.
Okay, Jordan Peele, you out here. That movie. I mean, this episode alone
felt like a Jordan Peele.
Felt like a movie, and
it felt like Jordan Peele doing Freddy Krueger. Like that's what it felt like.
And it was better than Antebellum. I said it.
Oh no, that's obvious though. That's easy.
30 minutes, this like hour of this television right here was better than all of.
I was scared for her, man. I was scared for her.
Oh yeah.
No adult was listening to her. I don't know if you noticed.
That's what pissed me off. I felt like that was a character flaw. Like she was telling Letty, like, "Help me, I can't," and she's like, "Girl, drink the water."
Yeah, I was like, weren't you looking all over town for her? Now she came up to you saying help, and you're just like,
I was like, the girl's mom is gone, the dad's dead, and you're just like, "Girl, just drink some water. I'm pregnant. I got my own issues." And then Atticus's Uncle Daddy, he's useless.
Yeah,
like she's getting her. He's like
letting her get beat
up.
Like,
"What going on here?"
Yeah. He just put her in a headlock and let the two freaking demons just hit her in the guts.
He just looks at her hands. I was like, he ain't all there. He already said he's dyslexic earlier on in the episode.
Yeah, but come on, man.
But she's like, I need help. He's supposed to know the most.
He's the one out of everybody. Him and the uncle are supposed to know the most. Like he should be seeing her, see the freaking saliva looking like a bus shot on her forehead. Like, I know what that is. They did this to her, you know?
And he never explained why he killed that the transgender woman.
Because he liked her too much?
Like, why he killed her?
That's why he did that. He was like, this is everything I've been dreaming for.
He's like, dick and breasts.
Yeah, he's like, got the whole thing. This is my dream right here.
I can't fathom having this in my household. Like, he killed the woman. Where did he dispose the body? They never said that.
That was a definite hole in the story.
The one time they needed him, he's like, huh? What? Who goes down?
Just hold on here. Just
the girl's hand getting bummed up. He just looking.
Sleeper. He put her in a sleeper.
I was like, what do you do except get your
ass? He just abused her.
All
he can't cry to him, and all he knows is abuse. He just abused her. We watched him abuse a kid on television. He put her in a head. All he does
is get beat up by his son and then beat the other man's cheeks. That's all he does, because when they need him to do something, he's shucking and jiving just like them two girls that were chasing him.
Or he's running up the evidence so they can't do nothing. It's like, come on, man.
He's so stupid.
Come on, man.
I'd rather they bring his boyfriend in. I feel like he'll be more resourceful than him.
Yeah, for sure.
He ain't doing shit. Does he even have a job? Does he work?
I'm saying, how they afford these apartments? These apartments are huge.
In Chicago too. I'm like, he ain't working.
Man.
Atticus ain't working. He's just
burning
like
stuff in the apartment. Like he's just burning stuff just like that. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this?
I think we figured it out. He's a bum. He's living off his boyfriend, who he won't claim in public.
Atticus is a bum too. He don't have no job.
Oh yeah, but Atticus, I think he's just like fixing that girl's pipes more ways than one. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like he has no job either. This whole season he hasn't had one job. He didn't even fix the car.
Whenever they tell him like, "Hey,
begging for a car,
get a job," Atticus is like, "I gotta learn magic first."
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
no,
man. It's like, what are you talking about? Get off the damn video games. Get a job. Oh, so, man, he just asks to take the car. And he begs to stay in the big house in the suburb.
You ain't telling me that. So you're saying that Atticus is a scrub?
He's a scrub, man.
But in the book, he had his own car. Why they do him like that in the show, man?
He's begging people for everything.
Man, the man had a job. He had his own car. He wasn't riding the bus.
Have you seen him eat this whole season?
Man, he's fueled by determination to get the match.
He's constantly at a dinner table, but he has no food around him.
This is what he does. He'll stand, and then he just and then gets mad. And
he's like,
magic. No. I gotta do some research.
He be cutting himself, just pouring out blood. He has no food. No, his sugar's low. Like, come on.
He got a whole baby mama on the way.
What does he do? So.
He's a handyman. He walks around with.
What is he handying? He's a beggar. He's begging for cars, begging for house.
They got pipes and stuff in that house.
That's what he's doing. He's whoring himself out. He's one step away from an OnlyFans.
So he goes and sees that Children of the Corn girl, and I guess she taught them magic off screen.
He's an idiot. He traded the damn key to the cosmos and the universe for one lousy trick. She taught him how to flip a coin. She was like, "This is how you flip a coin." And he was like, "Take the cosmos." It's like, what? Does he know what he just handed her?
Here's my mortgage. Take everything.
She just divided. I don't know if you noticed the divide and conquer game she was playing on them. She had the two sisters.
Yeah, I see that. I noticed that.
She went to the church. She got the shit from Letty, or whatever. And then she went to the next spot. She got the key from him. She's getting all the information from the other sister. I was like, man, divide and conquer.
So she turned Ruby into a crackhead, and she claps her cheeks.
Yep.
And then she went into the other girl's head, and then she's like, Atticus is just, he's trying to get.
He just wants magic. So give him some shit power. Give him some shit magic tricks, some little chings, and he's happy. He's like, oh shit, I cut myself here. She's like, yeah, sure, cut yourself there. He's like, okay. You know what I mean? She showed him on dust. She could have drew it out on paper.
Nah, she's like.
At least
this dust already.
I was like, she just wrote that on dust. And he's like looking at it like it's the answers to the universe. Like, what are you doing, bro?
She should have gave him the invulnerability spell that she has and that Letty has. Like, you could pretty much bring people back from the dead with that spell, it looks like.
Bring back the uncle at least. Be like, bring my uncle back. So then we could have somebody who actually has an understanding of the magic so we can.
Because nobody's really that smart. Because, like, Atticus is all over the place. His uncle daddy's a dumbass. He's just at home crying, like
drinking and crying. Just drinking and crying. Like, this is not the time. This is not the time.
The only person that's trying to get shit done is Letty.
Letty's the best, man.
And then she's trying to control her sister's just getting her cheeks clapped and turned into a white woman all the time.
Just escaping. Just a drunk.
Escapism, man. She's a crackhead. She's like a heroin addict. She's just I need to escape my life for these, couple of hours.
And I'll get all the information you need. I will snitch on my sister. It's like, what chaos is this? I'm sure
you couldn't have gave me that power because I would have been doing ratchet stuff, man. Ratchet.
I'd be putting that in. I'd be like, how do you make people black? And I'd be doing that to white people. I'd just sprinkle it in their coffee.
Let
and
I'd put it in the water. Wake up black. Woo.
I'd be like the Joker and just put it in the water system. I'd be like, ha, and then they all wake up. Oh shit!
That's a horror movie, man, right there.
Empathy for you.
That's the antebellum I want. A bunch of white people wake up black.
In this episode, we saw the probably the nicest white guy in this whole season we've seen so far. When the girl was running in the subway system and she bumped into the white guy,
he's like, "The fuck's wrong with you?"
He's like, "What's wrong with you?" But like, he actually asked, "What is wrong with you?" Like, he actually, like that's
no, he didn't care, man.
No, I know, but that's the closest we got to a nice white person this whole season. Was like, he doesn't care, but he's still like, "Hey, what's wrong with you, little girl?" You know what I mean? Like. That was the nicest we got because everybody else was just monsters. Like, what the hell? It's so imbalanced. There's not one nice white person.
That's why I was like, are they gonna make one white friend? Because even that girl, she
got her own.
She has her own agenda, and she's using
her own agenda, man. Yeah, she's using everybody. She doesn't even feel nothing. She doesn't care about nothing.
So that sex scene is that transsexual, transracial?
That's some magic shit, man. I can't explain that. You asking some next level questions.
That's pansexual right there. That's what that was.
I thought it was funny the way she hesitated. Like she didn't go all the way into the damn house, take off all the damn clothes, get in a bathtub.
She got a good sponge bath. I was like, you better let homeboy/homegirl hit. Washing your body like that.
Came all this way to fucking play and drink tea. What's going on here? But yeah.
Hell nah.
This episode was great though. It's another great episode. This show is doing it, man. They're killing it.
I need that white man magic though, because whenever I get into a sticky situation, I'll drink that shit. But wait a goddamn second here, guys. I'm white. You can't talk to
my
me. My
dad will have your ass.
Like, yo, we about to get pulled over, Casey. No worries, I got my potion. Hold up real quick. And then I can walk out the car cussing this. Look here, guys.
Fuck you, Deputy 557.
Yeah, where's your badge? Where is your badge?
My dad will have your ass, man.
So real quick, one last thing. When he learns that by accident, because he was about to get lit up with bullets, when he learns by accident that he can control vampires, that vampire that he's controlling, is that the sheriff that got turned first episode? Because that'll be some damn poetic justice right there.
I don't know who that was.
It's the sheriff, man. And now he has to obey.
But
Negroes.
Don't they come out of cows or some kind of thing?
No, that one sheriff turned into a vampire, remember?
So you think that
girl was controlling them the whole time?
I don't know.
That
so what's with the birth the cow when it came out the damn cow? What was with that? Just being weird for weird.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Just like that lady. Letty allegedly killed her. Now we just thought Letty just gave her a nice butt to the head, and then you see her body on the slab.
Yeah, just getting all blood taken out of her.
I was like, God, that's a hell of a butt.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. They didn't do a good job of saying
sheriff,
that thing
man.
is protecting
in my
him.
mind,
I did like the way they tried to do the powers, and they were like, "Oh shit, didn't work," But it did work. But I like the way they tried to did it. Like everything is supernatural. And finally, they had a moment where they're like, "Oh damn, nothing happened." You know what I mean? So that was interesting.
Those vampires are really pro Blue Lives Matter. They're like, we love blue lives. They delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all they do is just eat.
That thing was just tearing through them. You'd think you think the cops would have an answer for that since they already know what it is. Like,
apparently that sheriff is magical. Well, the thing is, he died, but in the book, like he did some magic shit and brought himself back. I hope they don't do that in the show because I'm just like, we saw this man get obliterated. Yeah,
I gotta know if this is a one-off season or if they're gonna keep this thing going.
I think they're gonna keep it going. I think it's gonna go off the rails and get stupid. So enjoy this season because I think season 2 is gonna be wild.
It ain't perfect. It's definitely a little shaky, but it's enjoyable. I'm having a great time with it.
It's gonna turn into True Blood. His uncle dad, he's gonna find out he's a fairy. And that his blood's magical and it's going to turn into True Blood.
Yeah. When you said fairy, I was like, I don't know if you can say that, but I don't know if you know.
No, I meant what I mean. I meant fairy from True Blood.
I know.
Sookie Stackhouse.
Don't worry, I got you, man. I got you.
Reading minds.
Yeah.
His dad's the type that he will have powers, but he's too dumb to realize it.
Or he's too depressed to use it. He's
like, man, I just been hearing voices, bro. I thought it was just...
Wait, so this whole time? I bet you that's what it's going to be. His brother's talking to him this whole time, and he's like, man, I've just been feeling bad because I feel like my brother's been talking to me. It's like, no, he's talking to you. It's like, what?
I thought it was my schizophrenia, man.
It's like, we couldn't figure this out from episode 2. Come on, man.
Watch Uncle Daddy have some supernatural power.
Yeah.
And he's just been too drunk and lazy to realize.
I'm telling you, that's it. His brother's been talking to him this whole time.
He's gonna wake up floating in bed. He's like, I thought I was just getting high. I know I could fly this whole time.
I bet you it's gonna be something stupid like that because he's been messing up this whole time.
He gonna grow wings, man. I'll turn into a dragon.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Did you see Power Book 2? The newest episode?
I saw that dumb shit they drugged Tariq.
Let's review that next.
No! I watched it last night. I was like, this is stupid.
They're taking it in another direction, eh?
Oh my god, it's so dumb. Where
But
you
yeah,
want to
Lovecraft.
start?
Though. Let's talk about Lovecraft.
All right, let's end
finish
Lovecraft.
off Lovecraft.
Okay, let's finish off Lovecraft. I would have gave it a 10, but it was shaky with the whole love triangle, so I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, I definitely give it a 9. For all the shaky stuff it had, it just levels leaps and bounds with amazing storytelling, powerful messages. So it definitely deserves a solid 9, man, for me.
All right,
I loved it. I'm gonna check it out again. There's multiple episodes on this season. I gotta check out.
So I can watch it again. It was good, but I'm gonna give Tariq 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right. So I watched the last 2 episodes of Power Book 2.
Yeah,
why are you
porno.
laughing already?
The 3rd episode of the 4th was a damn porno, man. I was like, what is this shit?
From who? I remember the teacher banged out a student randomly.
That was in, I think, the 3rd episode. But the 4th
episode,
everybody, Method Man was banging.
It was
Mary
weird.
J. Blige was banging. Everybody was banging everybody. I was like,
because it don't have no story. You don't have no story.
Yeah, it was just stupid. I was like, come on, man.
Every episode's Tasha.
This is just
Tariq, I'm gonna be good. Don't worry about me.
Just kill Tasha, man. Like, I don't understand why they're in court for Tasha when Tasha said she's taking the rap in the first place.
All the secrets will be gone. Let her get shanked a couple times in jail and she dies. Secrets die with her. The end.
I don't understand why it's still a back and forth of is she staying in jail or getting out if she said she's gonna take the rap and that's it. It's a wrap. Roll the credit on that.
Why is Sax still around?
Sax should have got popped in his head so long ago.
Man.
By other cops. This should have been so ill if the story was like those other cops, like the Spanish cop, a couple of the black lady cop, if they went bad and like, yo, screw this, the system's messed up. We're going to get it our own way. And they are the reason why Tariq has to get back in the game because he has to get his money up. Or else those cops are gonna get his mom killed in jail. No reason for none of this court stuff. Method Man could still do the same role where he's trying to be a lawyer, but he's trying to do something. Sax can get taken out episode 2.
Why is she right that he's a scumbag? He's like, oh, let me put my ring on. I'm cheating on my wife because I'm terrible. I was like, really? I was like, we can't have no positive black figures. Nobody in this show is a positive black figure. They're all shitty. The teacher's shit. Even that girl's daddy, I don't know what he did, but he probably shitty too.
He was crap. He met a little kid, 17-year-old boy, and he's like, oh, so this is the competition. He's putting him to the test and all this stuff. It's like, relax, man. He's not your competition. Like, your daughter and him could win in life. Like, they should be working together. You're not trying to break a kid down, a black kid down for.
The gay storyline came out of nowhere too. He's like, I gotta follow Tariq, but this nigga smiled at me, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna paint. The picture of the dude's muscles.
Oh yes, the son. Yeah. I was like,
that was so dumb.
I was like, he could. Okay, I get you want to get your Mac on, but that could wait. Like you have
he
serious
painted the
business
man's
to do.
muscles. Then he came home, and his mom's like, "The fuck is this? I told you to tail this man." He's like, "Shit, I got me some tail."
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "What the hell?" And he's the smart one out of the 3 kids.
Man, he pulled a Titanic. He's like, I'm gonna draw this nigga.
Yeah. It's good to see Mary J. Blige getting her acting practice on.
Some episodes are better than others because she was shaky a couple of them episodes.
Yeah, she's shaky some. Some you can tell her acting's shaky because they cut the camera so quick. Like she says something, then they cut her off the camera, then she says something again. And this is all in one sentence. You know what I mean? Like her acting's kind of shaky, but it's good to see her acting though. It's cool. It's good. Method Man's doing a good job.
Tariq got date raped the last episode. That was crazy. Oh my god!
I was like, yo, you're telling me like his whole crew's whack because like
his homeboys
gotta be looking out for stuff
dumb.
like that. Yeah, but that's one thing like they all got to be looking out for. Like, okay, your boy it's his birthday. You just saw him have one drink and he's fucked up. Like, you're really gonna just be like, you weak son?
Yeah, they got mad at him. Get out my room, bro.
Yeah, it's like, wait, did this guy get drugged? That's the first thing they should be thinking like at that age. But I guess the crew's not like that.
Had the dudes roaming the streets like a zombie.
Yeah, man. Like they're not looking out for each other, even though they're saying all this stuff. But like, yeah, he got drugged. That girl diet Sax. Yeah, exactly.
Garbage.
Yeah, the show is just off the rails, and
I'm gonna keep watching for season 2.
I think they're taking a pause till December too.
Man, they need to just why?
I heard that they're doing it because too many kids are watching it, so they're trying to I don't know. They're trying to build hype in their line. That's why they're trying to build up some hype for it. And I feel like they're gonna put the Tommy Show out soon, so they're taking a break from this. then they're gonna put the Tommy Show out. That's what I'm thinking.
I rather watch the Tommy Show.
And then after that, they're gonna do 5 of the Tommy Show, and then they're gonna take a little break, and then they're gonna come back with this in December. So probably in like November.
Tasha had a right since her first court date to be like, I saw Sax at the scene. Why is he there? He shot my husband. Done.
Tasha should have been like,
case closed.
Tasha should have been like, okay, Sax is coming for my son. Sax was there. He's been pressuring us this whole time.
Put all the pressure on Sax and said Sax is jail.
Like, yeah, or I killed my husband, but he was like pushing pressure on me to do it. Like somehow pull him in. Yeah,
Sax forced me to do it.
And get rid of the guy who's pressuring your son out there in the streets.
But you say Tommy Negan did it just so you could build up tension
for
his TV show. So
Tommy
when his show starts, his show's gonna start with him watching TV saying "motherfucker."
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna just be him going from like Virginia all the way all to Kentucky, all the way to California. I don't know, man. That's gonna be all over the news. Like,
the only thing I'm interested in is like Councilman Tate.
Yeah.
I want to see a show of him. I don't care about Method Man's fake grimy lawyer because I already have a grimy lawyer to watch with Councilman Tate. He's the grimiest of grimy lawyers.
That's why I was like, why are they making Method Man? Method Man's doing a good job and everything, but why did they make his character that? Because they have Tate already.
They already have a grimy lawyer. I was like, why couldn't he just be like a decent black man? Nah, scumbag cheating on his wife.
But it's like, okay, I get it. They got to make it like a chase of battle for power. So that's why they're doing it the way they're doing it. Everybody just wants power.
And they got the audacity to call the show Ghosts. Like, come on, man, riding the wave.
Yeah, exactly. But man, I don't know, man. People are liking the show though. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not loving it, but I'm laughing at it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is this shit? You know what I mean? This is VH1, MTV.
And let's see. All right, we already know what's gonna happen. Tariq's going to pretty much turn into Ghost. He already has a love triangle going on with that girl from school and then the other girl that's in the streets. He's probably going to end up marrying the girl that's in the streets but cheat on her with that girl from school. Mm-hmm. And bam, he's going to continue that same circle of bullshit that his dad did.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be cool with the brother. Him and the brother are going to be, hopefully. I like the brother character the most. The one who's
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown, yeah. I like his character the most in the show. He's like the only one who seems like, I know he's not the smartest one out of all of them, but he knows what he's doing and he's straightforward. He's straight up with everybody. He's just not bullshitting around. He's like, man, I told you not to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm waiting for his white friend to die, like something to happen.
Overdose.
I'm tripping out, man.
Well, his brother in arms of in the fraternity took all the drugs, so that's gonna be a whole nother issue.
Yep. So
that app would last an hour.
Yeah, like somebody would have snitched, be like, "Thanks for the tutoring and the drugs."
On their phone.
LOL.
Like, yo, it's lit out here, man. We got it. The tutoring's lit, man. Who's doing the tutoring? They'd be done so quick.
People talk.
20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes in, that app is done.
FBI, SBI,
University would be
everybody.
looking into that so quick. I was like, this is so stupid. It looks so slick, but that would be done so quick, man. I don't know who the show's for because that might fool like 40-year-olds watching a show. But I'm sure like the teenagers watching this would be like, that app wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Like, we tried it already. It failed.
I don't know where the writing's at, man.
You know, like, who's the demographic who they're trying to hit? Because the last show felt like they were trying to hit adults, like, 21.
This is like 18 to 34-year-olds, I guess, man.
No, but these are all, it feels like they're transitioning all the characters, the old characters out, and they're bringing all the younger characters in. So, like, are they trying to get the 17, the 13 to 21-year-olds?
Well, this is too
graphic. Is Stars looking at their numbers? But is Stars looking at their numbers and saying, okay, this is who watches it? Like,
the demographic? 14. I think it's 18, man. 18 to 34.
I don't know, man. Because HBO seems like the more adult content, and then Stars feels like it's hitting that younger audience, like not YTV, MTV. And
the sex scenes be random in the show, too. It'll be like, what are you doing? Bitch, you know you want it. And it just it's like, what? Where'd that come from?
It bees like that sometimes. Like, the guy just puts his hand on the phone like, you ain't gonna answer that phone for that loser ass motherfucker no more. It's like, what the hell is a porno? Yeah, it's some bad writing, man.
Yeah,
the teacher, the professor, man. Professor just stealing the homework. He's like,
he's creepy.
And to contribute, the professor's just taking all Tariq's words. I was like, that's some bullshit, man. And I'm sure they've done it before.
He's so creepy, and he was sleeping with that one student. And
I knew he was jacking because he would always say these like cheap one-liner IGN quotes. Anytime somebody would do something he's proud, he's like, yeah, you know. And he'd have that one-liner quote. You know what I'm saying?
Oneself.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, just say, yeah, good job, man. I'm proud of you. Yeah, good. But he has some next quote that he read on Instagram. And he just stole it. He's trying to say it to sound deep. So I wasn't surprised when I saw him stealing the homework. What I was surprised was how Tariq's in university. He had a 15-page thing to hand in, and then the guy made it 25 pages. I don't know if you caught this, but Tariq's put so much space in between each sentence.
Yep.
I was like, that would not work. I don't know how you guys do in the States, but you can't have that much space in between a sentence to make it 25. I was like, yo, what kind of high school shit is this?
Yeah, that some high school
would not
shit.
Work, huh?
Yeah, that is some high school dumb shit because they force you to do like
I could put 2 fingers
formats.
Through. Oh, okay. I could put 2 fingers through Tariq's sentences. Like, I was like, this is not it, man. That paper would get thrown out the window in a Canadian freaking college or university.
Get thrown out. An American one too is always double space. What's the different form? MPA, I think is
that
the
format was trash, man. I was like, Tariq, man, this is not high
MLA.
School. When I looked at that, yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, that shit ain't MLA format.
You saw it, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, he was bullshitting.
Yeah. He just stretched it out to make it 25 pages. Man should have been like, yo, I said like 25,000 words, bro. What the hell is this?
Let's wrap this up, man. I spoke too much about Tariq.
Shit was whack, but it was funny and entertaining at the same time. It's bubbling and it could be something good and special every episode, but then it's just like laughable. So I'm gonna still watch it, but
I shouldn't be laughing at the guy that's been drugged.
Yeah, that was
crying over his sister's grave, but the film's so bad, it was stupid. Just like, Raina, it's our birthday, baby.
You're telling me he wouldn't see Sax standing 10 feet away from him with a cell phone? Like, come on.
Yeah, Sax is just like, I'm getting it all. I'm on IG Live.
And you think that's really gonna work in court? Like,
no,
it's gonna just blackmail him with that? That would never work.
All it's gonna take is a toxicology report saying that he was drugged at the time.
Exactly. Sax is just putting himself deeper and deeper under a bullet.
Stupid.
I'm like, how's he still alive? Like, what's
gonna happen with his diet Sax, his niece, who don't even look like she look Asian? I was like, what niece is that?
Yeah, they just found any acting. You'll work for free?
It was so convenient too. They're like, we got a young person now. Like he never talked about having a niece, but he got one now.
He didn't have a brother, he didn't have a sister, but now he has a niece. It's like, what?
It's gonna be like, oh, Tariq joins Black Power. Well, my black cousin Lamont Sax is here to help investigate. Like, shut up, man.
And why is the basketball guy still in the show? Like, what is he really there for? What is he contributing to
sex
anything?
With that teacher, that's all.
He's not doing nothing.
That teacher letting everybody clap her cheeks, man. All you gotta do is close the door and be like, you know why I'm here. Like, you don't have to like.
She's like, I'm so lonely.
Okay.
What the hell is going on here?
Porn. It's porn writers.
It is. This is like, yeah. This is definitely some porn shit.
Some porn writers.
When I was watching the episode, like, this is some porn shit. This is not.
It's some porn shit. Like, next episode, dude's gonna show up with a popcorn box with his dick in it. Like, got a surprise for you, guys.
This definitely ain't homework. But it's homework.
He's like,
know what I mean?
He's like, popcorn ain't the only thing popping tonight.
What the
and then
hell?
The music changes. And
writing
like,
is so shit.
There it is.
It's not even a good song. It's just some shit song. Like, what the hell is
like
this?
Some
love and hip hop shit.
No.
Yeah, it's like this is where the love and hip hop artist music goes right here.
New hit from Hazel E. No.
Yeah, it's some dry ass scene. It's like, oh my god, if you're gonna do these type of scenes, do it right. Like, at least like the old
like 50 don't have no throwaway songs he could like drop on the track.
Or a B-side from his old albums or something. 21 Questions, some hit.
Man. They're like,
let's hit us with the instrumental of his first album. The instrumental at least.
Nah, we're gonna play Rashida and Hazel E.
Dr. Dre needs some money right now, or is he okay from the divorce?
No,
like,
he's good. He's good.
Get some Dr. Dre beats or something 50. Or some Eminem beats at least, something. You know, like, come on, man.
New from Olivia, G-Unit.
Yeah, put Olivia on there, man.
Olivia. Cassie on there. Cassie ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't doing nothing, man. Put them on there. Hell, put Fat Joe on the episode, man. That's the type of energy I need.
Fat Joe would be incredible if he was in this show.
On Power, yes.
1-2 episodes? He was on 1-2 episodes, or was it Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar should be back in this, man. Kendrick should have been a wild card in this. I don't know why they didn't utilize Kendrick Lamar.
They gave us one episode with Kendrick and let him go.
Yeah.
That's it for me. I'm done.
Yeah, that's it
done.
too. You watching in December though. Watching this foolishness.
Okay, so let me know where they can reach us.
Yeah, man. You can hit us up at the Bacchanal Squad at gmail.com. We're on Instagram and Twitter also at _Bacchanal. Facebook, we're killing it on Facebook. I love to see it, man.
I'm in jail though. I'm in jail. Got 19 days left. Man. I'm always in jail.
Someone's coming. Someone's gunning for you. Someone's like, "What did Akil do today on this fine, beautiful Facebook morning?"
What did Roscoe Stash say today? Nah, nigga.
Yeah. Done.
It's Japan. He's coming for me, man.
The Bacchanal Podcast fan page, so you can get us on that. Join the conversation. It's bubbling up a lot on there. We're doing an amazing job on that. Me and my cousin do this ourselves. We do the videos. We do the Instagrams, we do the Facebooks, we do all this stuff, just the two of us. We're bodying this shit. So vote, go on our iTunes, give us a review, hit us up on Instagram, give us some likes, some shares, save that stuff, save our posts that we make the posts ourselves. So save those into your little post saves, you know what I mean? That it helps us out. We ain't charging y'all no money for this. So, any way you can help us, helps us. So we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's the Bacchanal Podcast. We'll be back next week, or we might be back this Friday, this Saturday to do that review of what? The Bronx what?
Vampires versus the Bronx.
Yes. I might check that out tonight, actually. So, yeah. I'm checking that out tonight.
Vampires ain't ready for the BX. They ain't ready for
do
that.
It, baby. Yeah.
Hey, one warning. A Timberland does get thrown. Yes, baby.
I'm watching that. Once you take this off, man, I'm watching that. We might do the review tomorrow. Just a quick thing, and I'll throw it out there on the
Timberland
podcast
does get thrown at a vampire. So.
No spoilers, bro. All right, everybody. Peace, everybody.
All right, peace.
Deuces.